And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Ryan. His throw caught around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Here's Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Saints nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
By Deion Jones.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Hurts looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought down at the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how you bounce back.
Well, there's 2 interceptions for him in college and a half, and one just didn't happen. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Falcons 7, Saints nothing.
Well, looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Patterson on the carry. And the Falcons are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second.
At the 3-yard line.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
He's going to find Hill here. And he's going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
Fourth down.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking deep for who? All right, open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Coup now for the point after. Now 21-0.
Makes the score Falcons 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. The best multitasker in the business, the coach. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Here's Hurts to throw. Will find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it? Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it. Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done. A desperation heave for the end zone. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Play action. It's Ryan. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt. They go play action now. Ryan. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw again is Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. Now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
To kick off for New Orleans.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
And got his man complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
At the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan looking downfield. He's got it with the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons add on.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
To kick off for Atlanta.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Tyreek Hill on the return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Jones on the carry.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Grady Jarrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line.
The Saints 28-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
What a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time, and that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
But 1st down, Hurts. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he followed that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down.
first
Well,
down.
look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And a little floater there is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Brought down.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And this time he is in. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
38, Saints 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to guess who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a winner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly, as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second down, here's Hurts. Looking for him again. This time it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Forced out to his left. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. A dump underneath to Jones. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deion Jones. Excellent job on that play. A big, big loss. 18 yards.
It's 2nd down.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Loss of 6 yards. And it's 4th down. Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept